It's just beautiful, Raphael.
Yeah, hanging in the city, I forget this is all out here. I ought to let Tess plan all my days off. If she's gonna decide how I look, she might as well decide how I relax.
I think you look adorable without that little beard.
Please, I look like I'm 12. But Tess said, I don't like angels with dirty faces.
I love the sound of his voice.
Yeah, it's too bad people only hear the ocean.
It takes a lot of faith for people to hear God. They haven't seen him like you or I. They don't know what they're looking for or what to listen for. You have to be patient.
Yeah, I guess at heart I'm just a bottom line, here's the deal kind of angel. That's how we had to do it over in crisis management. Man, we didn't have time for patience. A plus B had to equal C or else... kaboom.
You can't force people to believe.
How are they gonna recognize God when they can't even tell the difference between paradise and a garbage can?
Try it again, Angel Boy.
You sure it's not gonna bother you, Tess?
Not as bad as all that lurching and banging my baby was doing on the way out here.
Okay.
Go ahead. You done killed my car. What did you do?
I don't know. There was a black plastic thing. I jiggled it.
Did I tell you to do that?
No.
I did not. I told you to check the carburetor. Now you done jiggled and what?
I don't know. Now we got a dead battery.
You doing batteries now too, Andrew?
I thought it had something to do with the spark plugs.
I even mentioned the timing chain, the distributor cap, and the ignition coil as possibilities. But some angels think they know better. Now I got to get my hands all greasy.
It's funny how different angels see things so differently.
The good Lord made different angels to handle different situations. And some of them can fix cars, and some of them can't. What's in that bottle?
Oh, just washed up on a wave. I was gonna throw it away.
That's not what I asked you.
Oh, look, that's a message in a bottle. I didn't even know kids still did that.
Maybe it was some dude shipwrecked on a desert island, huh?
Or a lonely sailor.
Why don't you just open it and find out?
Oh, man.
What?
This is way bigger than a dead battery.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time I tell you I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Dear God, I really need you. My mommy says she's going to die. Can you help me? I can't throw this letter high enough to get to heaven, but my mommy says you're in everything, so I know you'll find it in the ocean. Your friend, Scooter Fisher, age 6. P.S. If you are too busy, maybe you could send an angel.
You know anything about this, Andrew?
No, it's not part of my caseload. Yet.
Tess, I'd love to be the angel for this little boy.
Oh, Monica, I can do it. Just kick back and enjoy the water. You deserve a day off.
I know, but I love taking care of the wee ones. And you've spent so much time in the city, Raphael. You should stay here.
Well, here's what I have to say. God gave you both a day off to do whatever you wanted to do. And if you want to be angels, I don't think he'll object, not to mention that out of all these people on this beach, that bottle floated up in front of you two. You didn't have to say that you'd do it, but I suppose he knew you would. And I'm proud of you. What about you, Andrew? You going with him?
No, I think I'm gonna stay here with you.
Good answer. 2 angels enough for any little boy.
So where do we find him, Tess?
Well, baby, the answer's right in front of you.
Made in Pacific Falls for the people of Pacific Falls.
Cast your bottle upon the water, and it shall be returned unto you. And you know there's not much current out there, so probably that's only been floating around a few days.
So where do we start?
Well, now, that's the beach. And this is the rest of the world. Any questions?
I don't think so.
So what now? We go door to door looking for Scooter Fisher? Fisher's Cafe?
Hey, Teresa, more coffee.
There you go.
You want cream with that?
Was there cream in the first cup?
All right already. Jeez, take a pill.
Need a menu?
I'd love a mocha latte.
How about coffee and a side of chocolate syrup?
I'll just have a cup of coffee.
What kind of pies you got?
No pie today, just cake.
What your sign says that...
We also got a door. It's under that sign that says exit.
Coffee's fine, thanks.
We're looking for a Scooter Fisher.
Nope. There are fishes all over this town, but I never heard of a Scooter.
Well, could you tell us where we might find some of them?
It'd be under F.
Got 1, 2, 3 pages of Fishers. Shouldn't take us more than a week.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we,
I think it's terrible the way some parents fill their kids with a bunch of fantasy malarkey about God. Like he's really gonna swoop in and save that kid's mother.
God is not a fantasy, Teresa.
Right. And I suppose you think you're the angels the kid asked for? Look, we don't do God much around here. We don't think about him, and he obviously doesn't think about us.
No, but he does think about you all the time. God loves you.
Every Monday I get one of these.
You see, she wasn't ready to hear that.
But she's thinking about it.
Maybe some of these other people know Scooter.
Worth a shot.
Don't know the kid, but I have seen God. Yes, indeed. He's my ex-wife's new lawyer. Thinks he can squeeze blood from a turnip.
God can do much more than that.
Oh, yeah, if he wants to, maybe. He's not gonna bother with that kid's mother any more than he bothered to save my wife.
It must have been very difficult for you losing her.
Difficult? You just don't get it, do you? I lost Louise. I lost everything else. You think anybody cares if they take away the house that you spent 40 years together in? Larry even mortgaged his own house to try to help me through this. But it wasn't enough. And Larry's wife, Lorraine, ends up leaving him because he gave away their security.
Which turned out actually to be a very good thing.
The point is, Angel, I'm going to put my faith in Larry here, who's been my friend for over 50 years, who's been there for me every time. You can keep your mysterious God.
I wish there was something we could do to help these people.
These people don't want our help. And we got a little boy who does. That's our assignment.
I know, but I hate to leave them the way we found them.
Well, if we're gonna do something, we don't have time to be subtle about it.
A plus B must equal C, huh?
Always worked for me.
Excuse me.
Stay away from me.
Hey, man, I just wanted to ask you a question.
I said stay away from me.
It's cool, man. There's There's no need for a gun here, Dennis.
How do you know my name?
I guess I just needed to.
You don't know me.
I know that you lost your job, and you're worried about how you're gonna feed your family, but this is not the answer, Dennis.
No!
Somebody stop it! Get him! What happened?
Benjamin Parker, Channel 9 News in Portland. How did you do that?
No, we still gotta find that kid.
I'll keep looking. You clean up here. He's an angel. Sent by God to give you the bottom line.
An angel?
Monica!
Let me see that phone. Let me see.
Look at that.
Shouldn't somebody call the cops?
What about the bullets, son?
Start rolling and don't stop until I tell you, okay? Excuse me! Excuse me! Now, do you really expect these people to believe that you're an angel?
Yeah. Don't you believe in angels?
Have any of you ever seen this kid before?
No.
Or the lady?
No.
It's a classic setup. Who's going to suspect an innocent kid like this hiding behind God? You and the gunman staged the phony shooting while the little lady robs the cash register. Nobody's watching her, and you two are out of here before anybody notices.
The money's still here.
Hello, Mr. Fisher?
In the back.
We're here at Fisher's Cafe and Billiards Diner, where we have just witnessed what may be a robbery gone wrong. But that's not what the people of this diner have been asked to believe. According to this boy, angels have just descended on Pacific Falls.
Excuse me, Mr. Fisher?
Hey, what can I do you for?
I'm looking for a little boy.
There are no little boys here. Just one big boy if you're interested.
It's very important that I find him.
No, don't know any kid called Scooter, and this ain't that big a town. I say you're wasting your time looking for him in Pacific Falls.
I'll give it my best shot, and a few prayers usually help.
Oh, if you plan to start praying, you might as well give up now, lady. God doesn't live here anymore.
God is everywhere.
No, greed is everywhere. My grandpa started this business working on machines for the cranberry bars. Then my dad expanded and turned it into a moneymaker. Now I'm about to lose it all thanks to them chain outfits. Nobody thinks twice about the little guy. You know, it makes you kind of proud to be an American. You know, maybe I ought to throw a bottle in the ocean and ask God to send me an angel.
And what if he did send you one?
I'd ask him to get me more customers. How did you do that?
I used to be in search and rescue.
Search and rescue, is that like the Girl Scouts or something?
God did send you an angel, Lee.
You're kidding. You're an angel?
Yes.
Boy, you came just in time, didn't you?
You don't think a bunch of tricks are going to convince me that you're an angel, do you?
No, man, usually all it takes is the truth. I am an angel, sent by God to tell you that he's here. He's always been here. And he wonders why you all turned away from him at the times you needed him most.
Hey! An angel just saved Lee Fisher's life. Rubber's the brake and clutch.
I'm not gonna find a 6-year-old at a tool and die shop. What am I doing here?
Are you okay? Where's Mark? I thought he was right behind us.
you out of here.
Who are you?
Come on, pal. Come on. I'll tell you on the way out.
We were on our way to investigate yet another lead in the alleged angel invasion of Pacific Falls when the blast occurred. One man is still missing and presumed dead. He has been tentatively identified as Mark Fisher. Mr. Fisher, how did you get out?
Angel. An angel showed me the way out.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher.
Got it. Angel showed him out. I want to know who these people are. That girl is probably still at the break and clutch. It's just around the corner. Let's go, Angel, honey.
Lee, I have to keep looking for this wee boy, but I hope you'll take advantage of the opportunity God has given you.
Well, it isn't exactly what I asked for, but I can't say I'm not grateful.
God sometimes gives us what we need, not what we want.
Oh, believe me, Monica, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth here. I just think I have a lot more to think about. Like, maybe I'm giving up too easily.
Hello? Anybody home?
In the back.
Hi, are you Lee Fisher?
Yeah, that's me.
You're the fellow with the angel story?
It was the most amazing thing I ever experienced.
Yeah. I happened to notice on the way in that you're going out of business.
I don't know now.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
What are you getting at?
Come on, a minute ago you're going out of business. The next minute you got angels dancing around in your garage. You heard about the angel thing over at the diner this morning and you're going to cash in on it. This is a publicity stunt, isn't it?
It's not a stunt. She saved my life. She lifted this car right off me.
You mind if I check this out?
Suit yourself.
Hold this, will you, Lee?
This guy's a real pain. How does he manage to be everywhere we are?
He's determined to prove that we're not angels.
I've seen a lot of people who don't believe in us, but deep down inside, they want to. And this guy wants to. Real bad.
Hello, Tess. Where's Andrew?
On an errand.
Oh, not Scooter's mother.
Oh, no, baby. I sent him to get some parts.
We're having a bit of trouble finding this kid, Tess.
And everywhere we go, something terrible happens. Somebody shot at Raphael. A building exploded, and a man I was talking to had a car fall on him. And no one seems to know who the wee boy is, Tess.
Well, I got news for you, Miss Wings. I don't know if you'll ever find little Scooter, or if that's even the point of this wonderful adventure. But I do know this. Because of the search, you two have been in the right place at the right time to do God's work.
So we're not supposed to find this kid?
I didn't say that. Learn something. Sometimes the journey is just as important as the destination.
The hydraulics gave out. The car was coming down.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not lying, I swear. She was this beautiful angel. She had some kind of accent.
Not this high? Dark hair? Pretty eyes?
Yeah, that's her.
She's a con artist. Her and her partners have been working all over town.
I don't know when you people are going to get it.
God doesn't really care about Pacific Falls. Never has.
But she didn't ask for anything.
Hand me that watch, will you?
For Scooter, love, Mom. Hey, that angel was looking for someone named Scooter. Scooter Fisher.
First seen at Fisher's Cafe, then here at Fisher's Break and Clutch, and then at Fisher's Tool and Die at the time of the explosions. Reports have it that these alleged angels are searching for Scooter Fisher. Well, angels, if you're watching, here I am.
He's Scooter Fisher?
Do you two realize what a panic you're causing in town?
Panic? Yes. These people should be having a party. They got real-life angels in front of them.
Too much angel too fast, and people get confused. They mistake angels for superheroes, not messengers of God.
I know, Tess, but it's that reporter who's making all the fuss.
Now he's trying to catch us, trying to make us think he's Scooter Fisher.
He is Scooter Fisher. I just got the news myself, and it explains a lot.
But I thought Scooter was 6 years of age.
Well, the bottle has actually been drifting in the ocean for a long time.
Well, no wonder he's so mad. His mother's probably long gone by now. 50 years, he never heard back from God.
Well, that's what he thinks, but I hope it's not what you think. God hears every prayer, Raphael. The spoken prayer, the silent prayer, and the prayer sent in little bitty bottles.
Well, so, why now?
And why did God let us think this was about finding a little boy whose mother is dying?
Because it is about finding a little boy. A little boy who's finally coming home.
I know that you're a bottom line kind of a guy, Raphael, but children and mothers need very gentle handling, so I think I should be the one to talk to.
He's not a child anymore.
Hey.
I'll go ahead and talk to Benjamin.
I'll catch up with you later. There's a whole bunch of people looking for you.
Hey, they're looking for you, too.
Yeah, but you're the one with the gun. Let me have it.
You really an angel?
Yeah. Come on.
I didn't mean to shoot. I just wanted to be left alone so I could figure things out. That waitress came towards me and told me you guys were a couple of Bible thumpers. I just kind of snapped.
You got scared. You thought God was going to judge you a failure.
I am a failure. I can't hold on to a decent job. Family's depending on me, and I can't even deliver.
What were you going to do? Rob a convenience store? Is that going to make you more successful?
I was going to kill myself. I just thought maybe I could just make it look like an accident.
Your family would be better off with the insurance money instead of you.
I didn't know what else to do. I could say it the other way.
Now I can't solve your problems for you. But I can point you in the right direction.
Hello, Teresa.
You know I didn't mean that stuff about God being a bunch of malarkey.
Yes, I know.
I didn't mean to go off like that this morning, you know?
That's all right, Leo. God understands. He suffers the pain of his children. But even in pain there is growth. God loves you. And he wants you to know that he's there for you. And that Larry is there for you. And that Teresa is there for you.
And I should stop wallowing in my own self-pity, right? Thanks.
God knows that I was just kidding around this morning, right?
Yes, Larry. God has a very good sense of humor. I know that you're all afraid God sent the angels to this town to wreak vengeance, but God loves you. He just wants you to know that he's here for you.
That was really beautiful.
You asked for an angel. Here I am.
Incredible.
It is incredible. You know, this morning I was looking for a little boy and I found a grown man. You were looking for a story and you found some angels. We may not know where we're going, but wherever we go, we know there is God.
You got a lot of guts, lady, coming back here and sticking to that story.
Well, of course I'd come back. I'm looking for you, Scooter Fisher.
I don't allow people to call me Scooter. And I don't use Fisher anymore.
I know. If you hadn't changed your name, you'd have been easier to find.
Look, lady, I don't know what you want with me.
You asked for an angel. Not just today on television. 50 years ago.
Back when I needed an angel. Back when I actually believed in all that God and angel nonsense.
God and angels do exist.
Not in the real world, lady. Not in my world. I don't know where you got this note or what you expect to get from it. But I won't be a part of your con game. I got a job to finish out at the pier. I don't even know why I bothered getting involved in this.
Because more than anything else in this world, you hope that God still bothers with you.
Lady, you are a certifiable nut.
Is he going where I think he's going?
To the beach. If you're not willing to listen to me, I'm still willing to listen to you.
My mother and I used to come here a lot when I was a kid. We'd drink ginger ale and build sandcastles and pretend there were real happy people living in them. She should have never had me write that letter. We were going through hard times and my father hadn't been gone long. So when she told me she was dying, I really believed there would be a merciful God there to help me out. There was no one. Nothing's ever really mattered since.
God didn't desert you, Benjamin. You ran away from him. You asked God for his help when you were 6 years of age, and he gave it to you. Only you were too little then and too sad to see it. But later, even in your triumphs and successes, you couldn't see him working in your life. You wouldn't let him comfort your pain. But he has been beside you through it all, and he is with you now.
Lady, you can spin these tales all day long, but I'm not buying it. I was here. He wasn't.
How long has it been since you were here in Pacific Falls?
50 years ago. And believe me, I wouldn't be back if I didn't have an assignment to cover.
So you were sent back to the place that you were born after 50 years, on the very day that a prayer in a bottle washed up on the same beach where you wrote it many years before. And God delivered it to 2 angels. The angels who were there for the people in Fisher's Cafe, and an angel who is here for you now.
I will not believe in God. People of this town never cared about God even as much as I did. Now you've got them talking about God. You got them believing in him like he was real. And I can't disprove it.
Because you can't disprove the truth. Your world is based on the belief that you're alone, Benjamin, but you're not. That's not the truth. Do you know that your mother sent a message that day as well?
No.
Yes. Look. God gives us what we need to know when we need to know it. It's time for you to know.
Dear God, please forgive me for what I've done and take care of my son while I'm gone. While I'm gone, what does that mean?
It means that your mother is still alive.
What are you talking about? My mother's been dead for almost 50 years.
Your mother wanted you to believe that she was dead, but the truth is she's been in prison all these years.
Prison for what?
For the death of your father.
And God wanted me to have this information now, right? Why?
Because your mother is dying.
What is this? Does God think that my life is a big joke?
No, God loves you. That's why he sent his angels here to help you find the truth you've been looking for all your life. The truth about God, the truth about your mother, But I'm afraid that we're running out of time.
We got all the time in the world. My mother's been hiding behind God all this time. Let's let her stay there.
For more information on the subject, press Command I.
How could she do this?
People get killed for a lot of reasons.
Why won't you people leave me alone?
You asked for help.
Too little, too late. I loved my mother. I was dependent on her. I thought she was a saint. She destroyed my life.
Your mother did not decide how you should live your life. You did. When you stopped believing in God, you put all of your hopes and dreams in a bottle. But you never cast it out. You kept it bottled up inside.
I was 6 years old.
You're not 6 anymore. It's time to let that scared little child out, Benjamin. Let him grow up. Let him appreciate the good stuff and work through the pain. Life is about all of it. And life without feeling isn't really life. Without God, you can't really feel.
I was alone all my life. I'll stay alone.
You are not getting it, are you, man? You are not alone. You never have been alone. You think your mother forgot about you? She didn't. She couldn't. She's thought about you every day. She has prayed for you.
If my mother was so concerned about me, why didn't she tell me the truth?
God gives people free will to live their lives the way they choose. But that doesn't mean that He's not there every step of the way. Your mother had the choice to do what she did. And you had the choice to live your life the way you did. And you had your reasons, and she had hers. Don't you want to know what those reasons were?
All those wasted years. I don't know whether I could face her.
God will give you the strength, Benjamin. His hand is right in front of you. All you have to do is reach out and take it.
Can't you just take me now, Andrew?
But there's still one thing that you have to do.
What?
You have a visitor.
A visitor? No. I haven't had a visitor in years.
It's your son, Benjamin.
No, he's not supposed to know again. I don't want him to come. Oh, please, God, no!
Jeanette, listen to me. It's very, very important that you have this moment together.
What?
Do you remember putting the message in that bottle 50 years ago? You asked for 2 things. You wanted God to forgive you, and you wanted someone to take care of Benjamin. Well, God's forgiven you. But you are the one who has to take care of Benjamin.
I can't do anything for him. It's too late.
No, it's not. You can give him the one thing that he needs more than anything in the world. The truth.
Mom?
I'm so sorry, Scooter.
I wasn't sure you would know it was me.
We get the Portland TV stations. I watch you every night on the news. You have my grandfather's hands.
It's not Pacific Falls. They shut down 30 years ago. I didn't even know you were here.
That's the way I wanted it.
Why all of this? I don't understand it.
Everything I did for you, Scooter, to protect you.
Protect me from what?
Your father.
My father? I don't remember that.
I always tried to protect him from him and that terrible temper. Sometimes I'd take you to the beach, or I'd send you to Mrs. Bemis when it got really bad.
I liked Mrs. Bemis. She always made me brownies.
Yes, she was a very nice woman. But she never asked any questions. He was getting worse, and there wasn't a choice anymore. When he went to sleep that night, I grabbed you and we snuck out to the car.
I was crying because I didn't have something right.
Yes, Mr. Binky, your little bear. We were almost away. We'd almost gotten out. But I went back in.
You went back for my bear, for me.
I wanted you to have something to hold on to. But he woke up. He shoved me into the bedroom. He tried to lock me into the closet. I grabbed his gun off the shelf. I just wanted to keep him away.
I didn't stay in the car. I came looking for you.
He grabbed the gun. The gun went off. I stood there. I knew he was dead, and I knew no one would ever believe me. No one ever believed I was protecting myself.
And I didn't know how to help you.
No, honey. There's nothing you could have done. And I'm sorry I missed out on your life.
Why did you want me to think that you were dead?
If I couldn't be a part of your life anymore, I didn't want you to have to deal with having a mother in prison. Oh, that was the hardest decision I ever had to make. They promised me they would put you with a good family far away where you would never learn the truth.
They did. They put me with a great family. The Parkers tried very hard. But I wouldn't let them in. I couldn't. I didn't understand. I was all alone. I felt like I was abandoned by you, by my father, by God.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Can you forgive me?
Mom, I was brought here by angels. Angels from God. I didn't have any idea what I would do when I got here. But I knew for the first time in a long time that God would be here too. Mom, I started forgiving you before I even came into this room.
Thank you.
Thank you for making me such an important part of your life, even if I didn't even know it.
After I'm gone, will you go back to the beach? Back to our place? Just to remember. Maybe you could build a sandcastle. Just for us. One last time. And don't forget the ginger ale. Andrew was right. I'm very glad I got the chance to tell you the truth. I love you, Scooter.
I love you too, Mom. Bye, Mom.
gonna be just fine now.
Oh, yeah. You know, he brought a lot of peace to his mother at the end. Wish you could have been there, Tess.
They probably wouldn't have let me in.
What's wrong with you, angel child?
I think he wants his beard back.
Do you know how much harder it is for people to take you seriously when you look like you're 12 years old?
Now, how would Tess know anything about that? Watch it, angel boy, or that hair of yours will be next.
Well, couldn't I have just a little bit of a beard, Tess?
Yes, Tess, what about a wee goatee?
No. Nice work, angel boy.
Thank you.
So what about my goatee, huh?
What did you learn on this assignment, angel child?
God has perfect timing.
And what if?
Mine needs some work.
So, you still want to ask me about that fur on your face?
I guess not.
You see? You're getting better all the time.